Another live stream. I am your hosting guide, Zollin Ironshield. As always, I hope you're all having a great and wonderful day in Middle Earth. Alright, my friends, we are off with an adventure. I'm going to be following along. Our kinship officers have set up a thing. This is not our normal event today, but we have some really awesome stuff they've set up, and we will have some fun. We have a cool event here, so I'm going to join in with them. I'm going to just be here. It's just going to be me on the voice today because I'll be answering questions in live chat and hanging out, and this will be fun. I'm kind of excited to do another. So again, this is Bell and John Hammer who have set this up. Welcome to the stream, everybody. What's up? John Hammer's here, Robert's here, Odie's here. All right, Bean's here, Ice is here, and reply. Oh, hello. Ripple is here. What's up, guys? Hello, welcome, welcome. All right, so. We've got a nice little group here already. I see a lot of people already online. Fantastic. Wonderful. All right. All right, I'm going to bring up the kinship chat here so we can see that as well. No, you guys, no, you can do the lead. That is just fine. All right. There we go. All right, I'm being summoned. I'm mustering. So my guy's doing this little like animation. See this little loading bar down here? Hello, Lost Shire Hobbit. Hope you're having a great and wonderful day in Middle Earth, guys. This is wonderful, again, that the officers had done this and set this up because I was planning on doing a stream at this time normally because usually we'll always do a kinship event where I will do with our kinship on the 2nd and 4th Friday. But on the off Fridays, we occasionally will do LOTRO, and sometimes I'll do something else as well at around the same time. It seems to be a really good time to stream, not only for our kinship, but for just everyone here on the channel who are subscribers and viewers, all you guys watching, which I appreciate. But this will be really fun. We'll get some stuff to name. But again, it was really helpful to me because we are literally having our plumbing is being fixed. Because I don't know if I told you in the past, but we had a break underneath our tub, not our main line, but like our tub area. So I've been talking with them all day and stuff. So it worked out just perfect timing. They were just finishing up, and I could answer the last few questions and stuff. So we got some really awesome people who to figure it out because we got some crazy estimates, and then we finally got someone with a reasonable estimate, and they're like, "Oh no, we could totally do that for this amount," and they're doing a great job. So. All right, so let's do some Lord of the Rings. I'm so excited. All right, so here's what we got here. Let's see. Team, this raid is very fun. John Hammer is you guys can read it right here above my camera in the live stream if you want. But if you've never done it before, I just want to spoil it by telling you what happens in events. So I'm going to give you only the most important instructions. Once we get inside and move to the right place, no mobs until then, there will be 6 little platforms on the ground. Okay, so John Hammer's explaining. One of us must stand on all 6 simultaneously to begin the encounter. Each team of 2 or more must proceed through their route, independently of the other 2 teams. All right, let him keep tapping a while here. We have enough people to do it. Yes, we do, Asplane. Yes, we do. Each team requires that the other team opens doors for them and have to be fast because this is great information, guys. John Hammer is like an expert at this stuff. We will be chased by giant elephants, which will crush us if we don't move quickly enough. Oh gosh, I think I have actually done this before. I think, oh look, it's a ranger right here. The rest mainly story and fighting. Okay, so that's the big mechanical part. I'm pretty sure, yes, I've done this in the past. I won't give spoilers either. Thank you for saying it like that. What level? I think it's 65 plus, right? The level. We need 6 more people. Oh, Bell says. I think this is a level 65 raid. I don't think we can lower than that. From what Bell told me. Am I correct on that? But again, I'm here to tag on and answer questions. What's up? Oh, Lost Shire Hobbit, welcome. You're in game as well, nice. Greetings, Lord Cab. Welcome to the stream, my friends. How are you all doing today? Salutations. Yes, that's great. That's a great word. I haven't heard that one in a long time. Teams. All right, here's the teams that he's going to have. Odie and John Hammer are going to be on a team. Krenka and Bell, or L. And then Zollin and Helm. Okay. All right. Those are good combo teams. Zollin being me. Again, you can see everything I'm reading right here, but it might be a little small for people watching on the stream, so I'm reading it out loud. We're only 6, so even though we have high levels here, we are setting it for level 65. Okay, yeah. Get an X in the chat if we're ready. I mean, I'm ready. Are you guys already watching? Again, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're not already. We do lots of Lord of the Rings content on this channel. And we do love LOTRO, which is one of the, I would say, the best Lord of the Rings games of all time. Yes, I would say that. And I have played almost all of them. So there's some other really good ones, and we will cover them on the channel. We have covered some of them. I also, right at the beginning here, before we start the raid, since you guys are all here live in case you can't stay for the whole thing, I am after we finish doing this raid with the group, which I'm not sure how long it will take. It'll be super fun. That's not important. I have to let you guys know that I am going to cover a couple questions I have on. I'm going to make some new playlists and organize my playlist a little bit. And I'd love a couple live comments on what you guys would like for new playlists. So keep that in mind. After we'll talk about it. So, and if you're watching this later,
behind the walls of
you can leave comments.
A terrible foe sends his malice out into Middle-earth. Gortheron, greatest of the Gaunt Lords, must be defeated before his plans can come to fruition.
Okay, I'm gonna turn the sounds up because I realized the other day my audio of my voice was a lot louder, and I realized what I hear is a lot louder than what you guys hear in game when I was recording. So I'm gonna turn it up for me, and unless it hurts my ears, I'm not turning it down. There is Osdonhoth, an ancient fortress of Gondor. It has been claimed by, what did it say? All right, so me and Helm are together, so I'm sticking with Helm here. All right, John Hammer's giving commands. Okay. If you have the quest, I've done the quest on this character, so I don't need to do it. There's a special quest. Then follow this way. All right, so I'm assuming we go through here, and we're gonna load real quick. Yes, I've done this. I remember this back in the day. I've been playing this game a long time. I hope I remember this. I don't remember exactly how to do it though, so I'm glad John Hammer's here. It's been like 6-7 years. All right. Thank goodness you have come, he says. I have, trying to catch the storylines here. Thank goodness, been scouting the area. So these are the panels you have to stand on. The path forward is this way. All right, break into your teams. So I'm assuming I'll go over here. Ooh. All right, we stand on these little platforms. And if you remember, there's groups of 2. So there's gonna be 2 over there as well. And on the other side. Cool. Dude, it's so fun. LOTRO's got some really fun mechanics in this game. All right, waiting for everyone to break into their teams, as explained earlier. Oh, here we go. All right, let's go. Here we go. Dude, the music's awesome. Okay, so someone steps on the platform down there for us, because it's a puzzle. All right, we kill these guys. All right, now, do I need to pull this lever for somebody else? All right, there we go. That should let them through down there. Again, it's quite fun. It's like a big puzzle. Time for you and your friends to take a nap, Zollin. No, we're not tired. Okay, get the levers, team. We pulled the levers, Crunk. I mean, John Hammer, sorry. You're not Crunk. Everyone gets that joke, right? All right. All right, are we waiting for someone else to pull this lever, or do we need to pull the... Okay, I'm assuming someone's pulling this lever for, there's a big elephant. He wants to run us over. Oh, run, John Hammer. Run, Helm. Okay, yeah. Alright, yeah, so that's the thing. If those elephants get to you, you die. So, are you guys ready for the lever pull? Okay, lever. Good job. Alright. Ooh, scary. The earth shall claim you. Alright, so now we have to chill here and wait. There's Mr. Scary Elephant, undead elephant for that matter. Okay, now we fight it. Heck yeah. Fight us. Alright, there we go. He broke the wall out for us. Go, go, go. Time for you to take a nap. No, no. He's after me. Friend, he's telling you to take a nap. Don't take a nap. Ignore him. Loud. I'm just sure how loud it is for you guys watching. It's pretty loud. This raid is crazy too. Like this is hard. There's only 6 of us, but we have a lot of high levels, so. Alright. It's time for your friend to take a nap. No, I don't want to take a nap. No! No! I must wake up, turn the tables. Haha, I turned the tables just like I did when my parents told me to take a nap. No, just kidding. When I was a child. Hey, thanks Robert for the super chat. What's up, Tolkien Patriot? What's up? Alright, hang in there, people. Alright. We do it? Alright, nice. Bunch of dead elephants. Alright. Hello, is that the boss? Yes, great job everyone. John Hammer says great job, I agree. Great job. Oh, it's Gorgth. Oh, dude. It's a Gaunt Lord.
Welcome to Ostdunhof, followers of the Grey Wizard. Under my banner, this fortress now serves the Dark Lord. He has granted to me powers now unmatched in all of Middle-earth. Only one could have stood against me.
Hey, the room is blue.
And he
Thanks,
has
Robert.
fallen into shadow. As your hopes dwindle, are you prepared to face your darkest fears?
It's so dark! Ah! Alright, we're fine. I'm just kidding. Oh. Get your rewards and go on. Okay. Oh, that was unexpected. That was pretty awesome. Wait, we just got... Wait, is this the Grand Stair? This is the Endless Stair. Now, real fun, John Hammer says.
I serve the secret fire. I wield the flame of Anor.
It's Gandalf! Alright, so to explain what's happening a little bit here in lore is that I believe the Gaunt Lord just put us into, like, a mental dimension. And he's making us, like, relive, like, Gandalf the Grey's encounter with the Balrog, I believe is what's happening. Because this is the Endless Stair in Moria, and we were not in Moria just now. From what I remember. Dude, this is cool. John Hammer is slapping the air. That air is dead. Very dead.
Go back to the shadow.
Dude, I love that. I love the voice actor for Gandalf in Lord of the Rings Online. He's really good. Oh, look, it's Morevel. It's the vampires. And some drakelings. Little baby drakes. That's cool. You're mental now. Yeah, basically. Yeah, we're basically. I think what's happening is the Gauntlord's like trying to cast a spell on us, so we're like fighting in our minds. I think that's how they did that, which is a really cool idea to get us a raid that will show this next part.
You shall not pass.
Too bad we have to run up an endless stair. Oh look, more enemies. Cataclysmic shout. Barukazar. Oh, that's not what I want. I want this one. There. Oh. Oh, what happened? Now entering
Your
Doran's
precious grey wizard climbed these same stairs.
Oh.
He
Did he now?
battled with an unspeakable ancient evil, and once they reached the very peak, the Balrog threw him from this tower and left your wizard broken on the slopes of Ziraxigil. Can you avoid his fate? Can you defeat that which smote your wizard?
Uh-oh, I don't know.
Can you stand against Turin's bane?
Oh, yes! Oh, it's got a voice. Whoa, he just threw me. Yeehaw! Oh, I should have popped a hope token for everybody. Where'd everybody go? I got a hope token here somewhere. Well, I thought I did. Ah, whatever. We're a little high level, but that's so freaking cool. Dude, the music's awesome. Dude. Look at that ugly mug. It's freaking awesome. Did we just kill a Balrog, bro? Well, at least in our minds we did. Dude, this like blizzard is really cool. I forgot how awesome this raid is. Now, of course, we're over level. Yeah, exactly. But remember, this is a 12-person raid, and for many of us, it's the first time here. Yes, indeed. We can try it at full level next time, but we have to have full group. We're also going to need to have a lot of healers. Because we can scale it up to max level. Yeah, this will be something, again, fun for the future for us to try to accomplish this at max level. That is cool. Look at us. We slayed a Balrog. Dude, look at his sword. It's freaking awesome. Here, let's go away there for a second. Look at that. Whoa. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. You shall not pass. What? No freaky. You're fighting the Balrog? Yeah, isn't that cool? Let's see, John Hammer says, next week we will do another wing of this raid. Not tomorrow, next Saturday. Oh, okay, okay. You don't think we could do it right now? Maybe we might have to prep a little bit though first. John Harris says, thank you everyone for participating. I had a great time too. That was awesome. That was super cool. We're obviously going to do more right now on the stream, guys. But that was awesome. That was really cool to see. I haven't seen that in so long. Yeah, we'll do them one by one. It would be preferable we can get enough people on to play to do it at like the right level, like higher, like max level. I do know one thing is we probably need a few more healers. Obviously, John Hammer is a Bjorning, so he can heal. We're probably gonna need 1 or 2 more healers. I mean, we could do the other one right now if you guys want to, just to see it. I mean, that only took us like what, 20 minutes. What's everyone else here? We have there's like 20 of us here in the stream. You guys want to see the other half, even if it's not on level? It's still fun to see the story, even if it's not like super challenging for us strong max levels. Most of us are over level 100 here. All right, so everyone exit the leave instance. Do the music. I love that his body stays there. It's freaking awesome. So where we actually are, okay, this raid is actually in the Edwaith. It's in one of the tombs here in the Lich Bluffs, which has nothing to do with the fact that it's a Lich King. No, just kidding, it's not Lich King. It's a Gaunt Lord, technically. But, yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, so I think it would be really fun, John Hammer, if we did the second half right now, because we have lots of time here on the stream, so even if we don't do it at max level, just so we can see how it works and stuff. And I think this is probably good for everybody too, so like we can kind of learn to do it later, because obviously it wouldn't be that fast or that easy if we were doing it at max level. It would take us probably 30-40 minutes, maybe longer, to defeat. Not to mention, it would be hard. All right, let's see. We have 5 out. So who are we waiting on here? It's, all right. I think we're all out. Yeah, we're all here. All right, team Disease and Poison Wing. Oh, okay. Does it have 4 wings or just 2? So if you guys are confused what wings are, let me do a quick little explanation for people who are newer to LOTRO, right? Since we have a lot of guys on this channel. There are, when they updated the instance finder in the game and added that in the game, they also updated a lot of instances and raids to have different wings, meaning it used to be you do the entire raid and it would have like 2 days you could get in over and over, and you do the entire raid and it would take like 4 hours, right, to do all these different areas of the raid. And what they did was they split it up into wings, sections. So many, like Helagrod, which was a big raid back at level 50, and a bunch of different raids. The ones that needed to be kind of split up, they split them up. So that's kind of what we mean by wings when we say it. You know, like a wings of a mansion. Like, oh, the west wing, or like a government building, right? That's on the east wing of the building. You get the point, right? All right, well, I think we're all here. Again, be thinking about like playlists you like. So, because at the end of the stream, we're gonna pull up my homepage and we're gonna talk a little bit. I'm gonna write some notes, and again, it's ultimately my decision, but I'm gonna try to think of a couple playlists with your guys' help on what you guys would like for more organized. I don't want too many playlists because it gets chaotic, but I also want it to be more playlists because we have a lot of videos on the channel now. I want people to be able to find them. So, because nobody wants to look through the upload page that has over 1,000 uploads, right? You want to be able to say, okay, what are these videos in different sections? Yeah, Belle got a deed completed. The Lich King is back. Arthas, my son. No, 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 no. This makes me think of the theme song. Dude, that Arthas theme song is so fun. I can sometimes on a good day sing those high notes in that song. I think it's a boys choir that sings in that song, but I'm not entirely sure. It might not be. Wandered for several months in the wilderness. What level did you need to be to fight the Balrog? So I think the minimum level is 65, but I believe, if I'm right, John Hammer, that instance can scale all the way up to max, right? Where you all right, put an X in the chat if you're ready. All right, so I put you two together. You will need a little more defensive mind. Yeah, that's true, because there's not too much to say about this one. John Hammer says, no special arrangements being like those stepping things that you had to open levers, the puzzle. Tried to get, not get defeated, use your debuff removals. Oh, okay, yep. Use your, like, things that remove your wounds and poisons. All right, I guess I better put an X in the chat because we're ready. You're rating a bird or a dove. No, Elvin, that's not what I meant. I'm not trying to steal their wings. Though I will say, I have this one story. It might be a little sad, but it's I mean, it's nature. But there was a pigeon, okay, in our tree, and my mom was kind of didn't know it was there, but a hawk came down and grabbed the pigeon. And literally just feathers went everywhere. And my mom was like, what the heck, right? My mom was like, she wasn't freaking out. She's pretty good with wildlife, but she was like, what? Like, so surprised. It's like all that was left were 2 wings and 2 feet. It just took the freaking pigeon. It just smacked that thing so hard. Oh my gosh, dude, hawks are terrifying. It was terrifying. So we had to clean that mess up. It's like 100 feathers in the yard, and like, it might as well have just skinned and gotten it all ready to be eaten. The hawk. No deleting Rob. Who is deleting my comments? Which mod? Wait, Robert, you got a comment deleted? Is it YouTube? I thought that's kind of weird. Really? Which comment was deleted? I don't see it. It didn't say anything on my end. Is it YouTube shadow banning comments? Hello, what's up, Billy Goat? Long time no see. Welcome, welcome. We just did the 1 raid. Hello, the Warden. What's up? Warden, you're on. Was your picture in the Discord with the sword today? Right? Perhaps I forgot to hit enter. Well, maybe that's what it was, Robert. Possibly. I didn't see anything where it said. Usually it'll tell me and say a comment was removed or deleted or like hidden for later. Unless YouTube is just hiding it from me too, but it doesn't usually do that. If it keeps happening, Robert, let me know. We'll figure it out. I could always give you a certain level of, you know, power to be able to make sure it doesn't happen. What's up? Pyro, what's up? Alright, wait, where is, we're supposed to be following John Hammer right now? There. Alright. Yeah, if it's part of the festival, I will pull configure it, yeah. If it's like, yeah. Because of the festival, is it already out? I didn't even look. I've been so busy the last 3 days. I got videos out the other day and posts, and I've been editing and doing a lot of housework. Since we are, again, I don't know if you caught it what I was saying, but I've been helping. We have some plumbers they're working on under our pipes under our house, so that's what I've been doing all day before the stream. Yeah, hawks are really scary. They're really amazing animals, but they can be very, very, you gotta protect your pets if you have little pets. Glad you don't have hawks in the UK. Yeah. I thought, don't you guys have, I thought the UK had a type of peregrine like falcon, which is a type of hawk, isn't it? Don't they? I mean, I'm thinking of somewhere else. I thought
the walls of Ostdunoth,
I don't know.
a terrible foe
Look,
sends his malice out.
I have to look it up. One of us have to look it up.
Gortheron, greatest
Elvin
of the
says
Gaunt
YouTube
Lords,
can hide
must be
comments. It has
defeated
auto
before
hit.
his plans
I know. I
can
turned off the auto. Like I turned off the thing that was like the censor thing. So I don't know. I don't like it to hide comments. One thing I have noticed though is I'm gonna jinx it, but we haven't gotten any. Have you noticed we haven't gotten any spammers in the last many streams? So I don't know if YouTube finally figured out how to stop that. That was good, but of course I'm gonna jinx it. Oh, maybe that might be it, Robert. Yeah. Sometimes if it's too crazy of like, if it's like got tons and tons of emojis or tons of like capital, it thinks it's like a spam or something. And it doesn't even warn me, it just erases it. It's kind of annoying. You usually can see though, from your account side, you'll see if it's not there, if it doesn't get sent. Okay. I love them too. The music is so good in this game. Hopefully the music's not too loud, but I turned it all up really loud. My voice is pretty loud compared to the stuff. Oh, we got some bugs. There were 3 Khazad menus and 1 Baruch Khazad. That's one thing I really like, the new voices they did for the new dwarves in Lord of the Rings Online. But at the same time, I love the original voice actor who did all the voices for the dwarf race. Dude, this place is awesome. Look at this place. Charge! Do we have to run from elephants again? Oh gosh, look at that thing. That thing's a horror, man. Alright, where do we go next? Down this tunnel?
And then the tunnel.
12th March, Spring Festival starts. Ah, oh, thank you.
The gardens of Ostdunoth were renowned for their beauty. No longer. Now they produce death, disease, and the Red Cloud. Their roots intertwine. One shall not fall without the other. Now I depart, and let them feed.
Oh, scary. Dude, that voice actor is awesome. They picked for with a little bit of a sound effect they did on his voice. It's so cool. So, don't we have to kill him at the same time, or do we not? Yeah, because one will get low, but then the other one will start absorbing the damage. Yeah, I remember this fight. The evil trees. The trees have gone rabid. Dara is now vulnerable. Uh-oh, somebody died. There we go. Now this guy can take damage. You gotta kill him at the same time. You gotta get them both low. Alright, so this one's low. Now get the other one low. Calls for return. I think they both have to be knocked down.
I am impressed. You have overcome disease. Can you survive the poison waters to come?
Yep, we have to deal with these plague givers. I don't know if you guys remember in the original lore, but the Witch King of Angmar actually made a plague that, like, killed a bunch of Middle-earth. Oh, there's a chest. Let's open it. Oh, look, loot! Alright, back to my story. And, oh, look, we got some stuff here. Got a ring. Got some monies. Got some potions of cures. Cool, cool. Removes disease and wound. Cool. That'll help out in the next part. All right, everyone, follow the bear. I mean, John Hammer. Follow the bear. But yeah, they did some. Wow, that is really loud music. Let's do it like right there. Oh, look, it's a troll. All right, technically, you're not supposed to stand in the water. I think that's the goal, but oh look, there's a very scary man right there. Oh, what's this? I see this is where they've started the plague. Lovely. Greetings. Scary voice. Yes. It is Pyro, very scary. Sounds like a perfect excuse for me to start Lord of the Rings for the first time, yes. Oh, I see what you're saying, Tolkien Patriot. Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, it is, the Hobbits definitely celebrate that, right? So we could probably do something. I don't usually celebrate it much myself, but it could be fun. We could do some Hobbit-themed event or something for the channel. All right. Oh gosh, I'm actually taking a lot of damage from that poison water. Oh look, oh gosh, they're breaking the platforms and ladders. This is all the arrows. Oh, our arrows are like spears. I love that. That's one thing in LOTRO that always makes me laugh. And something that they've never really. So there's when you shoot arrows, they stick in targets. It's like it's just how it looks. But if the target is a huge monster, the arrows are like scaled up to the target's size. So like your little arrow turns into like this giant spear that would slay Smog practically. It's funny. I love that. It's like one of those engine things that are kind of like endearing in Lord of the Rings Online. They're kind of hilarious. Oh gosh, the music's so scary. What the heck is that? Okay, we're gonna take a break from that music for a minute. Oh my gosh, sound like some very scary, I guess we are in a very scary place, so. Oh. Oh wait, did the music change based on where we were standing? It does that. Dude, listen to this music now. Is that an accordion?
From a well deep beneath the earth, foulness rises.
Or is that one of those weird guitar things that you're like spinning?
From Mars sleeps within its poisonous torrent no longer. The keeper of the dark thorn awakens.
Oh no. The southeast platform has collapsed under your weight. Uh-oh. Oh, there goes our platforms. Oh look, it's an undead, oh look, he says hey Belle, catch! These waters shall be your grave. Whew. Music kind of freaking awesome. It's just a little loud still, so we're gonna keep it at like 50. Dude, I feel like it's just, we gotta start singing a pirate song with this music. Yo ho, all together. All right. Anyway, woo! What a fight! Ta-da! Nice, very cool. Yeah, that was pretty cool. So again, this is a giant old fortress of Gondor that's basically been corrupted. So if you have the quest, you can turn it in, but I do not. I think I've done it in the past. This place stood as empty for many years, but it is now inhabited by evil. Dude, this guy's awesome. Look at his look at his little beard. His little scar. Turgon, the Ranger. There is one more wing, but we'll leave that for next. Yeah, we'll leave that for next time. I'll try the final bit at a high level. Ooh, yes, 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 we will. So we gotta, so guys, definitely, we'll do this as a little plug-in. You should join our Discord. And if you're ever gonna play with us on the server CrickHollow on Lord of the Rings Online, we are building our kinship, aka also known as guilds in other games. We're building it up. So if you want to join us, we have many players now, but we have about there's about 15 of us that are getting close to max level now. So we're trying to build up a group where we can do stuff for events. And again, we will always have my normal events on the 2nd and 4th Friday. You know, fingers are hard apparently. This is the 2nd and 4th Friday of every month, right, to do stuff. So that was pretty awesome. Thanks to John Hammer and Bell for planning this and leading it. It was awesome. And again, usually on the other Fridays I will be streaming, but it might not necessarily always be LOTRO on the 1st and 3rd, I mean like it is right now. But I do like LOTRO, so a lot of times I'll end up streaming LOTRO anyway on those days. So if we have other things, we will do other things. Again, I don't always like, I never gonna limit being able to have the freedom of doing more LOTRO or doing more Lord of the Rings or another stream, right, at another time. I just I want to consistently always have that 2nd and 4th Friday for our kinship. So I'll try to always have that unless there's some emergency or something. But yeah, pretty fun. That was awesome. Again, thank you so much for leading that, John Hammer. That was really cool to see. Did you guys enjoy that? I did. I thoroughly enjoyed that. And as long as you're having fun and I'm having fun, that is the goal of this channel. All I died again to If you need someone to play with to get through the first 2 wings, John Hammer would be happy to help you guys. We need a minimum of 6 just to activate the first wing, though, because you have to have 2 standing on those little platforms that John Hammer explained at the beginning. So that's kind of important. So, but I mean, we have enough people now, it's pretty easy to get people together. Again, especially if you're in our Discord now, some people don't like to use the Discord. I get that. You don't want to, that's fine. But if you're someone that uses Discord or you want to learn about it, I do have a video that talks about it on my LOTRO blog, how to set up Discord, how to mute certain channels if you don't want to get spammed, kind of thing, and just have alerts from me about events like this, or new videos, that kind of thing. But also it's a good way to kind of talk, and you can ask Belle or John, people questions, because Belle usually helps people in Discord with when they're planning on things. She'll say stuff, and then I post things obviously too. Oh, there's a book sale, huh? Cool, very cool. All right, so that was awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and, are we in the instance technically still? We are, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave the instance. That was pretty dang awesome. But we got lots of time here on our stream left. But I had a big, since I have a lot of you here right now, you guys are like, run! No, don't run, please. No. I wanted to ask you guys, you have any real quick thoughts on, if you know my channel, if you're brand new, glad to have you here. You probably won't be able to answer this question. But you can a little bit. But I need to know exactly what playlists you guys would want to see more of on the channel, and how with some things, because I just want to hear. I already have an idea of what I want to do, but let me just real quick show you one thing real fast, and then we'll play some more LOTRO. But if we go here, let me can I zoom in here a little bit? I guess that's fine. Kind of wanted, that's a little bit, and you know what, let me use my other browser. For some reason that browser gets really tiny sometimes, and it's kind of a pain. Then give me 1 sec. I want to ask you guys 5 minutes. I won't go crazy on this. I was just like, yeah, I thought about it. I was like, I should ask you guys while we're on stream today. It's probably a good question. Especially because a lot of our usuals are here too. So let me go to my home page here. Bum, bum. All right. Here we go. Let's bring this up. Whoop. All right, here we go. So now we go to this page here real quick. And we go to playlists. So this would be the homepage that you guys see. So I have a certain amount of playlists already that we have, but I want to organize. So there's some things. LOTRO Tale doesn't really need to be touched, obviously, on a LOTRO Adventure. Those are just a fun playlist. You can watch them through, and they're usually chronological. So those need to be don't need to be touched. And I have some that obviously I don't need to mess with because, like, a LOTRO Battle is based off doing LOTRO instances and raids that I do, especially for like a single video. Tours, obviously, a lot of them make sense. They're good. I don't need more of those. My question is to you guys is, like, for the Lord of the Rings, like, guide playlist, okay? I have a lot of guides on there now, and I like, for like the Rise to War game, I have a guide playlist, and I have one that's like a fun just story playlist of the game. But like the LOTRO guide, I'm kind of thinking of splitting it into a few things. Instead of just having the one guide playlist, I'm thinking of having like a basics guide playlist and more advanced guide playlist, and then maybe like even a really, really simple one called like I made a couple videos like 101 for Dummies, kind of like that book series, The Joke. Like the bare bones learning of how to play LOTRO as an MMO, because a lot of people don't know that stuff right off the bat. And I've had a lot of really good comments where people like, I really wanted to play this game, and your video made it where I could actually play because I had no idea where to start. So that's good. I want to be able to bring in new blood too, as well as help people who have already been playing the game, or people even that need more advanced help with certain things, right? Since I've I don't know everything about the game, but I've been here a long time. So yeah, so that's what those are the kind of things I'm thinking about. Also, for my like excursion playlist, where I kind of put all my other games I cover that aren't always like LOTRO or Rise to War or Return to Moria, because Return to Moria has its own playlist too. But I think I might make a Return to Moria guide playlist. I'm not sure if I'll make enough videos to make that a big playlist, but I'm gonna make a couple of those. The big one I was thinking as for the excursion playlist is making like a Battle for Middle-earth playlist. All right, so like one for Battle for Middle-earth, maybe one for Shadows of Mordor if we play that game more in the future. I'm thinking that maybe it would be good to have those and leave the excursion playlist for kind of just random games I occasionally cover, that kind of stuff. So, what do you guys think? Those are my thoughts. I don't want to throw out there real quick and just kind of ask you guys to see what you guys think. I've made a couple music playlists too that are like, I know people, just for the channel, Hobbit music, ambience theme. I just made a couple of those those are from all over YouTube. Favorite people I like to listen to, things like that. All right. Oh, here. Noob Fridge is here. Hello there. Recently got into the LOTRO and been enjoying your content. Keep up the great work. Oh, thanks so much. Well, hopefully the guides and stuff have been helping. Yes, for Battle for Middle-earth. Yeah, well, I mean, I think that's a given. I was pretty sure I was going to make that playlist. Now, guys, real quick, last thing I'll say, we're going back to LOTRO here. You guys can leave comments. When it comes to... What was I trying to remember? Oh, learning how to get the Battle for Middle-earth, okay? So, remember I had that whole little... Some of you who've been on my channel a long time, little fiasco where... YouTube's AI misread a video and thought I was like doing piracy or something, and I wasn't. And there's like 10 other videos, the identical subject of talking how you can actually get Battle for Middle-earth, because the Battle for Middle-earth EA, who used to own it, no longer have the rights to it. They can't even sell it. That's why you've never seen a remastered version of the game by the company, because they lost the rights. They can't even sell it. They can't do anything with it. They have no more rights to the IP with that particular subject. So, when it comes to Battle for Middle-earth, you can't buy it anywhere. You'd have to like buy a CD, and the CD version is just too old. It doesn't work on most Windows, 7 Plus. It just doesn't work very good. It probably would work on Windows 7, and it's always like really small and doesn't look good. But there's a lot of modded stuff and places you can download it that are not going to give you spyware, and I have some videos on that. So I put those on Rumble. My Rumble play. I don't really do a lot on my Rumble channel. It's kind of just a backup channel. And I also have a backup YouTube channel if you ever want to join that too, to kind of support if you're already subscribed to this one. You can check out my social medias down there too. But I have really good in detail videos. By the way, one of them got like 3,000 views in the first 2 weeks, and people loved it. And then it wasn't the direct one that was YouTube flagged. It was the other one, but I decided just to remove them all because I didn't want that mess. by the AI making mistakes. And then unfortunately, basically what happened was they didn't really help me at all. It was really hard to get in contact with anyone. And then they said they were going to have a real person check it, and it immediately got said it wasn't good after 5 seconds, so it was impossible that a real person checked it. And when they reassured me a real person was going to check it, so it didn't. The AI doubled down basically and checked it again and said it was still the, AI thought it was right. Anyway, moving on. The bottom line is it didn't affect the channel supposedly, and it didn't seem like it did, but they did finally remove the little flag thing or whatever from that video. Thank goodness they had something that they added in, so I do appreciate that YouTube did figure out where basically it's like no record of the little flag from that video kind of thing. So I'm glad they did that. But basically with that in being told, I do have those videos for Battle for Middle-earth, so you should check those out. Pretty awesome. I did a lot of work on them, like a lot, step by step how to set up the Battle for Middle-earth. So if you need that, there are also the mod stuff on there for the newest mods. And by the way, they visually look great on a 2K monitor because they've done a lot of visual updates too for those. So throwing that out there. All right, so I think we're gonna do, does anybody want to go to the Entomors that's online in the Kinship? Does anybody want to go maybe do some stuff in the Entomors for a few minutes? That would be kind of fun. I haven't done that forever. I think I might teleport over there. I don't know if anyone of the Kinship want to join me who are online right now, but if you guys are still listening, we'll do that. We'll go explore a little bit. Yeah, no, Durin, you don't need that. There's no, in fact, if you try to like put in your code, the CD will still need it, right? Because the CD it's built into the CD to not install unless you put in the code that came with the CD. But if you try to like sign up with their thing, it won't exist, their site. So yeah, unfortunate. I kind of wish they still did have the rights to Battle for Middle-earth and they could do like a remastered version of the game, kind of like they've done with all these other games, right? Like Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne, has a remaster, and all these other ones that have had that. It would be nice to see it. I do know that they're also doing, there's that one group that's doing the Battle for Middle-earth Reforged 3 or whatever, which is pretty cool. It's being done by like a little private group, so that's kind of cool. And again, I totally support them because they're doing it, there's no more people supporting it. There's an actual company that owns it anymore. So I think it's cool that they're doing that. But I think it's a little bit harder. I don't really fully always agree with people that do things with games that are still being run by a company. I understand if they're like little things that add to the game and they're not making any money off it. I think that's kind of a fun thing. And again, like Lord of the Rings Online, they have a whole modding system built in where like if people want to add a certain overlay or a certain mod or something like that you can. They have that set up already because they're pretty chill about that stuff. But it's, yeah. Anyway, I know that there's some other stuff in the past that things have happened. And again, I'm not in the against or for boat for certain things. I know there were some people that were doing a Lord of the Rings version of like the original or something. I'm aware of that. I don't really cover that on my channel because I'm not sure. I don't have enough knowledge about it to be on either side of the line. Because some people are like, oh yeah, it's great, it's so cool. And then other people are like, that's not very good because, the LOTRO company still owns LOTRO and still working with it, and it's great. It's not like it's a dead game, right? So, yeah, it's a little bit like... You guys want to come do the Entomors? Anybody? They produced a different result when... Oh, really? Oh, cool. Anyway, having a conversation about that. Oh, thanks, Progs. Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate it. You're proving what I said 5 minutes ago. He's like, thank you for teaching me about LOTRO, friend. Wish you the best. Thanks, man. I hope you're having fun with the game. Oh yeah, definitely. Those are really good singers. I've heard the one with Kathleen. Those are so good. I really like the dwarves too of they're not dwarves, but Clamati de Profundis does a bunch of Lord of the Rings style dwarf songs and stuff, and a couple other ones, some elven ones. It's really good, their group. It's awesome. So yes, if you guys want to join in for some PvP in the Entomars, I am out here. I don't think there's any actually going to be anyone on, but I'm going to go explore anyway. And mind you, what I was talking about a minute ago with the people doing another, you know, custom of the original level 50 version of LOTRO, they can do what they want. I'm not, like, against them or anything. I'm also just not. I'm kind of in the middle because I don't really know about it. So I'm kind of like, eh. I'm just going to play the actual LOTRO for now. Because one thing I do like about the new LOTRO, which I didn't like about the original, being back when it was level 50, we're talking like 10 years ago, or no, more than that, 15 years ago, right? Is I love the new LOTRO, how good it looks comparatively to the old one. Because I know a lot of people are like, oh, I want the original graphics, which I can understand the nostalgia, but I don't want the original graphics back from when the game first came out. Because the game looks so, by the way, look at that awesome moon. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I don't want the original graphics though. I want these new ones because it looks awesome now. And again, that's why I always make the joke about, look at how great that water looks. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So here's Elf Camp. Elf Camp. It's been so long. I haven't been in here in a long time. Gosh, man, I remember the combat in this spot. You'd have like 100 orc players run in. There's a lot more combat back in the level 50 zone. I really would love to see, I would absolutely love to see a little bit more effort put into making PvP more a thing again in Lord of the Rings Online. And I think the closer they are to redoing the client and the more they update where there's less and less lag, I think it'll make PvP more and more accessible again for everybody, kind of thing. So this is the ancient fortress. So I have a fun story right here. So when we used to do a lot of PvP in this spot back at level like 50 and 60, because there was a lot on my Firefoot server back then, at certain times a day, it was only certain times, we'd have like 100 people on both sides. Like, it'd be orcs inside here, and we'd be like fighting from the bridge to try to take it. And I remember I used to have my one friend, I don't know if any of you know the name Mark Warren, but great guy. I don't know if anyone ever watches this, who remembers. I'm sure there's a couple of you. But he always joked I was his little pocket guardian. And at the time, I was really young playing this game. Because I think I told you guys, when I started playing this game, I was really young. So I was like, I don't know, like 10 years old? I don't even know. Maybe younger. I don't remember. But he'd go Zollin, and he'd put this ability on me, which I don't know if captains still have it, but it was like the shield bubble. I'm trying to remember what it's called, but it reduced your damage by like 90% for like 15 seconds. It was crazy strong. And I would just run in this spot as a little dwarf, and I'd run in and start just smacking all the orcs. And I'd like run out with just like, I don't know, hundreds of enemies attacking me. And I'd have my like Guardian's Pledge on, which was also stronger back then. It was like 85% dodge on all your dodge stats. And I just run really fast with charge and run back out. And then, of course, it would drag all the orcs out because they're all trying to kill me, all the other players. So then it would just cause this big wall, you know, Spartan wall to hit each other of players. It was really fun. It was a great memory. But, and then I couldn't even tell you how many dots. You see how I have all these buffs on me right now? The dots would just go down to like here. There'd be like 100 dots on me because there'd be the spiders and the Urukai shooting fire arrows at me, which like a DOT, and they're all individual. Oh my gosh, it was absolute craziness. It's a good memory. I still love the game. I do miss that it's not quite as big, at least on this server it's not as big, I've noticed, right? PvP hasn't been as big because, again, LOTRO has done a smart thing. They've really focused on PvE because that's where their player base wants to play, the story and the raids and instances. But the PvP in this game was actually always good. I always liked how it was set up. It just felt like a real open world PvP battle map, and I always liked that a lot. So, ow, my leg. But anyway, that's my fun little story there for you. Hopefully that's entertaining. So, and then they added Orc Camp over here, which actually technically used to be farther over to... They moved some stuff around to balance the game a little better than it used to be. We're reminiscing of the past right now. Don't forget to like the stream if you're enjoying the reminiscing. I know a lot of people watching too, my players. You guys have probably only played the game in the last couple of years, which is so glad you're here. But I don't know how many of you remember the original, like level 50 and level 60 when this game came out originally. So that's Orc Camp they added on this side, and then this is another camp, but I think it's also Orcs from what I remember. I don't actually remember. What is this? Is this Orcs or somebody else? Oh, actually it looks more like a human camp, doesn't it? There's no NPCs in here, but there is this thing. Fancy horse. And by the way, this is where you, if you're ever curious as a player and you went into the war and you're like, what is this? You know, what's the war? This is the PvP, okay? So like you can see here, these are my stats from my overall time playing on Zollin and PvP. So my highest rank rating is 1,822, which is pretty good. It's comparatively to the original. 21,821 kills. That means that I was actually in on kills. So that means I did some kind of form of damage or support while an enemy player died. So these are players, okay? So these are enemy players. So I did so much PvP that I killed almost 22,000 players, not NPCs. And then I died 2,385 times. So obviously I played a lot. So my kill to death ratio is 9.1, which is it's pretty good. I was a pretty strong guardian. And then killing blows, meaning I'm the one that hit the guy at the last hit and got the kill on the player, was 2,466. And remember, I'm a guardian, so we're not as good at that as other classes. Kills above average rating. I forget this is what the person was normally rated. I think it's an average. Kills below rating. Interesting. Yeah. Actually, I think it's a certain number. Highest defeated rating was 1,994, meaning I killed this one guy, and it was one of my arch enemies. His name was Panda something. Panda Orc or something. I don't even remember. I can't remember his name. But me and him always see each other. It was like hundreds of people on the battlefield, and then it was like we'd stop, and like I'd be standing up here and he'd be down there, and just like we just run at each other. No matter what's happening around us, we just gonna fight each other. That was like our thing. It was so funny, dude. So I think he was actually the one I dueled one time and killed, and he was a really high rated player, and that's where I think I got this high rating kill. Because again, 1,000, getting over 2,000 with your rating, depending on how much you die and don't die, that was really high rating. Okay, so it was really up there. So that's like, I would say that's like, if you're above 1,800, that's like, if you League of Legends terms, I don't know how many you play League of Legends. That's like Challenger. That's like you're in the Challenger League. You're up there. You're like the tiny 0.25% of the population of players. This is the main enemy base, by the way, I'm running up to. So there used to always be a lot of combat here, and this would always be kind of crazy because if you get any closer to than about right here, these guys will shoot you and they will one-shot you. Gosh, man, I'm in like storytelling mode. I hope this is fun, guys. But I'm gonna tell you another story. When we were doing here one time, so shield wall does the same thing as it used to. You absorb damage. But one thing it doesn't do now that it used to do is if you had bleeds on you, those bleeds would get negated, would not transfer the damage to the person shield walling you. Example. So if I shield wall someone and they take a fire arrow from an enemy, and that first instance of damage, I would take the damage for him because I'm shield walling that person, but the fire bleed would just be absorbed and that damage would not go to the guardian. Now it does. Okay, so that's been changed in the last few years. So it used to be me and another guardian, his name was Landit, and I was Zollin, he was a human guardian. We would shield wall each other and have each other's HP, because then all the bleeds that got shot on us wouldn't affect us, right? So we would be like immune to damage. So we'd just be fighting against hundreds of archers, and as long as we're shield walling each other, we're absorbing thousands of damage of all these bleeds that are on us. So that was kind of a fun little mechanic that me and him would do. And then we had one healer, he would just kind of heal both of us over and over while we were fighting in combat. One thing that was interesting, though, is basically these guys will one-shot you. So watch, I'm going to show you. So the line where you get one-shot is somewhere right here, from my knowledge, unless it's been changed. Let's see if I'm right. Right here? It's a little farther. It's kind of like, it's up near this wood slightly. I'm trying to remember. There it is. There it is. That's the spot. So, yeah, that's the spot. Yeah, I was close. I was pretty close. I wonder if I did a lot of PvP. That was pretty dang. I was off by, what, a quarter inch, maybe? I'm guessing where the line was. It was pretty good. That was really, I think it was pretty good. So basically, the revive's way back here. So you didn't really want to die. You can see I'm down here. In fact, if you own one of these places, I think the revive used to be closer, but you could also get revived by a healer, obviously, that was behind you. One time, if you're shield walling someone, they get hit by one shot, you die, right? And I don't remember if they die. I believe they do, because, you know, it's multiple shots. So if you're shield walling, you get killed. Well, surprisingly, one time, I don't know if it was a glitch or I don't know what happened, but one guy got hit, and he got hit from the one shot and died, and I did not get one shot. It was crazy. I was shield walling him, and I took like a ton of damage, and I was like, I had, you know, like an eighth of my health left, and I didn't get one shot, and everyone was like, we were all flabbergasted. There was like 50 of us in the raid, and we were like 2 or 3 raids of us, and everyone was like, wait, how did you not die? Because it never happened before, you know, thousands of times. It never had happened. So I think it might have just been a little glitch in the computer program, the engine. But anyway, those are some fun stories, so hopefully you enjoyed. Gosh, these things are so strong. Again, technically I'm way under-leveled and under-geared. Oh my gosh. He's destroying me. I'm out. Alright, fine, you can keep your fortress. Leave me alone. Technically I'm way under-leveled still because I have gear for 140 and I'm not even 150 yet, and my gear is still 140, so I am way under-leveled. Oh, sweet. Oh, look, I got him killed. He got killed by the one-shotting Rangers. Though it sounded like he had to get killed by 2 shots. Wow, that gave me 54,000 experience? That's a lot of experience. I should just drag all the NPCs over here and farm XP. Alright, anyway, let's wait, what did I miss? Alright, let me catch up with live chat here real quick. I'll just stay hidden here behind these one-shotting NPCs so they can't kill me. I had something else cool I wanted to show you guys, actually. Since everyone's still here. Okay, so I got something cool. Let's see if I can show you. That lighting is getting kind of bright behind me, so let me close that real quick. Let me just close the curtain. All right. So, oh, look at how blue it is in here, thanks to Robert. Thanks, Robert. All right, so I'm gonna look what I found on sale at a place. Oh, I almost drop it. Check this out. It's Smog. It's a model of Smog. So I'm gonna open this thing and make a review video of it. But look, it's got a nice picture of Smog on the back. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about it. Here, you know what? Actually, let me just hold on. Let me just flip the camera and show you. Let's see here. 1 second. Let's turn that off for a second. All right. Let's see here. There we go. All right. Real quick. So, show you bigger. So I got this. Oh, man, I'm just dropping everything today. So pretty cool, right? Let's see, can I get it to focus? There it is. You see it? Yeah, pretty cool, right? I didn't even know this was being sold. In fact, I knocked off my mic. There. Now I should sound normal. Oh. Yeah, you guys can hear me. I'm like, wait a second, did I turn off my mic sound? No, you can hear me. Okay. Isn't that cool? Pretty cool, right? So, I will definitely do a review of this on the channel from the Hobbit movie. All I know is I was going through, I think it was, you guys know what GameStop is? And I was like, looking at all their stuff. I'm like, oh, this is cool. I'm not going to get anything. And then I look down and I see, I see this. Lord of the Rings. And I was just like, what is it? So used to seeing that font. In fact, I hate it when other games and toys use font that's similar to the Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit, name. Because it drives me crazy because I always think it's something really cool. So anyway, I'll probably do a video, open this, review it, and then I will most likely, I was thinking of hanging it with a string, right here, somewhere, I don't know, here. It's hangs in front of the TV. I don't know, I thought that'd be kind of cool in the background. We'll see how, I'll see how it looks first before I do it, just in case. But I got that. And then of course, dragons need friends. And they also had this, so. It's the Hungarian Horntail from, because they were on sale. I was like, oh, those are the last two from The Hobbit. Sorry, Harry Potter, not The Hobbit. So I also got that because I was like, I think it's like the same company, I think, that did it kind of, but it looked really, really cool too. It's kind of hard to show you this one compared to Smog, but you can sort of see its wing. But anyway, I'll probably review this at the same time. So this is from the Harry Potter series, right? It kind of looks like the Game of Thrones dragons, doesn't it, a little bit? But I feel like what was it? The Goblet of Fire was very underrated Harry Potter movie. I actually think it's one of my favorites, just because the dragon is so cool. The animated dragon, if you go back and watch it today, it's actually really well animated for when it was made. So anyway, yep. Oh, and there's a big box here, but we're gonna keep that for later. I'll just keep, since you're here live, I'll tell you that it may be a helmet. I got one on sale again online, and I was like, it's the elf helmet from The Hobbit. So it's kind of like this helmet, but it's different colors and has the base. So I found it on sale, and they only had 4 left. So, good sale. You know me. I got most of these things on sale. And some of them are just wonderful gifts from my family. But, so yeah. We'll cover that in a collection video later on. That's all I was going to say about that. Smog, the Game of Thrones one, is just a mama's boy. Yeah, I know, dude. If you compare Smog against the Game of Thrones dragons, they're quite tiny, actually. They look so cool in the Game of Thrones movie. I have nothing wrong with them. They look awesome. But, Smog is oh my gosh. He 1v3 those guys so easy, man. Not to mention his wits would be so much better, because the Game of Thrones dragons are more like dragons we see in a lot of fantasy, where they're kind of they're lizards, right? They have high intelligence, but it's not sentient level, with communication and language. Where Smog is more intelligent than the average person, right? He's got an IQ of probably 140. I mean, what's a normal IQ is 100, right? Am I messing up with that? I don't do the IQ thing at all, with the number system. I don't even know it, because an IQ of 200 is insane. Right, so I feel like Smog's probably somewhere just under 200 IQ. it's way up there, because I feel like some of the most smartest geniuses is 100. I'm gonna look it up. I forget. It's 180ish, right? What's some of the highest IQ?
According to BBC
225 to 3. Okay, 225 to 230 is ridiculously high IQ. So yeah, I would say that Smog is probably somewhere between 180 and 200. He's really, really intelligent. And the only reason was his downfall was his pride, right? That Tolkien kind of points out. It was his own pride and thinking he's invincible that really got him killed. And then he was angry, right? Gandalf! Yeah. So anyway, I want to show you guys that. And we can go back to this for a second here, though. But anyone have any questions for me? Did anyone, by the way, I think I missed some of what you guys said. Let me go back a little bit. First MMO, Ian was saying the first MMO where I do care about hitting max level because I'm having such a great time along, and the major PvE fan of this LOTRO has nailed it for PvE. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, their PvE is so good. Lord of the Rings Online. That is where it shines. Now, granted, as someone who originally played when the PvP was amazing too in this game, I do kind of miss those days sometimes with PvP. But since I don't really have enough time to constantly do PvP every night anyway, since I do other things too for the channel, it works out because I do enjoy the PvE, and you can do it whenever you want to, right? And it's fun to do it with your kinship or guild kind of thing. Yeah, very cool collection. Thank you. Yeah. So anyway, I will be covering that though. Those two. I still have more videos I already recorded that I have to edit for you guys to show you. I have a bunch of little items. I also got these things the other day. They're really, really nice. Let me just show you real fast, and then we won't do any more show and tell. But they're coasters, right? Or keep. It's got some nice padding on the the cork on the back, and then it's actually like they're like a fake tile kind of thing, even though they look like a rock, but they're not. And then it just has a print on it, but they're really nice quality. They were like less than I think it was like $18 US, and they gave me 6. So you have the Evan Star, right? You have Tolkien's symbol. You have the Tree of Gondor. You have the blade that was broken, right? Narsil. You have a Hobbit door, and the Eye of Sauron, or Barad-dûr, which of course is a movie thing, but still cool. And it came with this little holder to put them in. But yeah, I think it was they're really nice. Really nice quality. I was expecting cheap when I bought them. I was like, for the price, I was like, oh, it'll be fun to have them. They look cheap. I'm like, they're like my best coasters I own now. It's so cheap. So anyway, I will make a review of these and link them too. They're on Amazon. Just look up these. They have like 6 of them. They're not sold. They're sold from some other company through them. But how old is your dwarf? What? Oh, in my character in Lord of the Rings Online? Is that what you're saying? Cheers for the games. See you next time. All right, Ice. Have a good one, my friend. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to switch us back to LOTRO here. 1 second. Let me do a little switch here. Switcheroo. All right, so then I want to go to LOTRO. And boop. Now we're LOTRO. I'm getting better at switching between my scenes here. There we go, and haha, we're back. Okay. I'm gonna leave my headphones off. Tell me if the sound is wrong or something, but I like it's getting too warm. Are you gonna watch Dune 2? The season 2? I will probably watch Dune 2. I am also watching the Avatar: The Last Airbender live action, so I am a huge fan of the original Avatar: The Last Airbender cartoon. Okay? Like, huge fan. Like, massively. So much so, I am going to make one video on my opinions playlist once I've watched the whole series of the new live stream. And I'll give you that. I will say it has been more on the positive liking to me personally. I've seen a lot of negative reviews of it too. I haven't watched any of them because I want to purely get my own opinion and then give you a video purely what Zollin thinks, and then I'll go watch other people's opinions. I'm someone who really likes to make sure I have my own formed opinion on something before I kind of let other things absorb in, right? Because we naturally as humans do that. We just let things absorb in. Look at how beautiful, by the way. Look at over there. Look at that. It's gorgeous. The mountains over there. Let's go see the Hobbit Village. We'll walk over the Hobbit Village while I talk. But yeah, so I like to kind of have my own opinion formulated on something I watch before I get kind of other opinions floating around in my brain, right? That's just how I am. You don't have to do that. No one has to do that. That's just my own opinion. I like to do that. So I will get my own opinion, make a video for you guys, and then I'll watch other people's stuff. But yes, Dune 2, to your question, I was planning on watching the second season of that. I believe I watched the whole first season. Yeah, I think I did. It was cool. Again, I haven't really read all the original Dune books. I am a fantasy fan of sci-fi, but I'm more of like the Star Wars, lover. Some Star Trek in the past, but like I did like Enterprise and stuff. But not Enterprise. Next Generation. That's the one. The one with Picard. That's definitely gotta be one of my favorites. And Data. All right, let's see here. I guess I can't open these. So there's quests here I could accept. Hello there.
Might I have a word with you?
Hello there. If you're truly willing to help Zollin, then I would ask you to take up arms against the foes stalking here in the village. We cannot keep them out forever, and even our stalwart guards must find time for rest. I'll defeat Angmar at Har. I could defeat enemy players here and earn respect. You also gain renown for the area, and you get accommodations, which are the ones for PvP bartering. You also apparently get enchantment runes now. I did not realize that they updated the PvP zone to give you enchantment runes for your legendaries. That's awesome. That is so cool. That is really good to know. I did not realize that until just now. Okay, my dwarf in the game. Original lore of my dwarf. I have made some of it. I want to make some changes. I'm trying to remember the year he was born. I have it in my little book right here. In fact, since you guys are so wonderful to be hanging out, I will grab the book so I can look to be sure. Let me double check. I guess I don't have my book there now. Where did I put my book? Well, on second thought, I don't know where I put my journal book on that. Here's the box, by the way. It's a very big box. It's a very large box. Well, I actually don't know where I put it. I'll have to throw out a guess. Trying to remember, let's see. Okay, what year did Smog attack Erebor? In Lord, let me look. It's the Third Age. What year did Smog attack the dwarves in The Hobbit? Let's see if it remembers. Okay.
2770.
Yeah, Third Age 20. Okay, 2770. So Zollin was 18 years old when Smog attacked the mountain, because he was kind of a part of it when it was happening, because he was in Erebor. So that means he was born in 27. What is that? 50. No, wait. That's not right. No, it is 52, right? Because he was 18 years old in the years. So, and then the Third Age, which technically in the story we're right in the Fourth Age. Let's see here. So it was 3021 when it ended. So it's so. Let's see here. Okay, let me just do a little math right here. A little math. All right, 3021 minus 2758. I said, right? All right. So Zollin at the point in the game in Lord of the Rings Online when he's helping Aragorn and Arwen in the Fourth Age, he's around 264 years old. That's about how old Zollin is right now. So that he's becoming a veteran dwarf at this point. That, I guess that answers your question. I think that's about the math. Now that is subject to change if I decide to change my fan lore later. But for now, that's where I'm keeping it. Dwarves usually live in Lord of the Rings Online. In the third age, second and third age, they live around 300 to 400 years old. That's like an average good life, long life. Of course, a lot of them die because of war, just like anything. So, and there are some that die, you know, at 250, 260 kind of thing. That would still be older. But dwarves don't dwarves are very strong until they're very, very old. So they don't really lose their strength. Like, so Thorin in The Hobbit, how old is Thorin in The Hobbit? Is he 200 and, I'm trying to remember, how old is Thorin in The Hobbit? He's 195. And even though he is older and has a big white beard, he obviously fights just as well as any of the other dwarves. So something about dwarves is different than humans, right? Is that dwarves kind of keep their strength and vitality into their very, very late years. They don't become very elderly quickly. Let's put it that way. Elderly meaning losing their strength. They're elderly as an age, but as in losing their strength. There we go. I think that's it. Those are good questions. Do you believe Data had feelings? The robot guy. Dude, I love that character, but like, I think Data is what AI actually should be called. I don't think the term AI, I think I've told you guys this, but I think AI is being overused today. I think I'd say 95% of stuff that's called AI today, I would actually, with the original definition, disagree that it even is AI. It's just computing, right? Because AI, the whole thing about AI was artificial intelligence, was that it is at the level of being able to almost think by itself. It doesn't need to have input-output like normal algorithms, which all AI do that. They all have input-output, so they're not really artificial intelligence. But it's semantics at a certain point, right? It's like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Anyway. And, I mean, I think that, I don't know with Data, right? I mean, isn't that the whole point of Star Trek? That whole thing is that, by the way, look at this view. So this area is to be a big PvP. I'd be so happy if some guy attacked me right now. When you guys get on PvP just to attack me. But it is a weird kind of time of day for me to be trying to find people to fight in this. But yeah, I think maybe. Yeah, how the atmosphere looks in the game and how it doesn't glitch and how... Yeah, I will say, one thing I find Lord of the Rings Online is the fact that I can run around without loading screens all the time, because, I don't know, it's kind of a meme right now, but and the game is not bad necessarily. Some people really don't like it, some people do. But, what is it? Not No Man's Sky, the other one. It's the Skyrim of space they just made. Well, I forget what it's called. Oh my gosh. Anyway, you all know Starfield, right? Isn't that what it's called? I think it's called Starfield. That game has so many loading screens, it's like a meme right now, right? Everything you do is a loading screen. You get on your mount or your ship, it loads. You go up into space, it loads. You go through a door, it loads. Right? Everything's loading constantly. Lord of the Rings Online, it's so much open space that you can just run around in and enjoy. Right? It doesn't really matter. I mean, look at that view right there with the bear. Like, it's so cool. You just run around. There's nowhere I can go here where I'd have to load. I can run around this whole valley. I think it gets overseen with Lord of the Rings Online. The quality of that. Yeah, and people are like, oh, well, it's an older engine. Well, yeah, of course it is. But the fact that, like, that's a thing that makes it good, right? That most people can play it on their computer. That's a big one, right? A lot of people, I can't tell you how many times I've had a friend where I'm like, hey, you want to play this game with me? And they're like, yeah, my computer can't play that game because it's too graphically intensive. With LOTRO, there's almost no one that can, that's never the issue, right? And at the same time, it still looks really nice, the game. Like, you know what I mean? Especially if you have a really good computer. Now, if you have a really, really bad computer, it might not look this good. Obviously, it's going to have to be run on lower graphics. It's not going to look as nice, even if you put it in ultra high. As someone that has a really powerful computer, that's a thing. There's also cool mods you can get too for the game stuff. Hello, what's up, Bean? Tuned in again, welcome back. You're an awesome person. Oh man, thanks so much, I appreciate it. Oh, absolutely. Well, I hope to keep bringing you lots of content the best I can. That is the goal. I have lots of stuff planned. I have lots of videos to edit. I have lots more things I want to be doing. That's why I asked you guys about the playlists today, because I want to kind of organize the playlist more so you guys that are like long time people or people who are newer to the channel, you can kind of go back through and check out videos I've already made too, right? Because I try to consistently give you guys streams like this and videos and different subjects of videos, whether it be collection, playlist, LOTRO, Rise to War, Return to Moria, Battle for Middle-earth, you know, we might do Shadows of Mordor, or lore videos, or, you know, my blog series, or my animals. I try to do it in a way that I can, like, you know, I think of myself like, oh, I put out a bunch of these videos. I haven't given them any LOTRO tale, or in my voiceover series, right? Which is one of my main things on the channel. The voiceover series, like, I need to make a couple so I can have some out this week for. Like, I try to always keep that in mind, but thank you so much. I'm so glad that you like that stuff. So, but anyway, that's the point. I'm trying to update the playlist because I want to make sure you guys, even if I don't have some new videos out that you might want, you can go on my playlists and my channel, my homepage, and find, you know, all these other content, because I have a massive library of videos already, right? I have so many, and you know, I appreciate it when people go back and check out older stuff. I think I'm a lot better at what I do now than my first videos, but it's still kind of fun to see where I started for some people, I know. But I know a lot of you like the new stuff coming out too. It's kind of fun when it's fresh. But I do have a lot of really good original videos. I have some really good lore videos I made last year, and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks so much. Keep it up. Elven or Final Fantasy 50. Okay, all right. When can I? Hey, Elvin, can I play a dwarf in Final Fantasy? You might be able to get me. Is there a mod? Can I be a dwarf in Final Fantasy? I know I can't be a dwarf. You're like, no, but you could be a small bunny person. No, seriously though, what if there's like a mod I could do just for I only see it, where like I play a small character and he's just a dwarf instead? I would honestly, that would make me far more tempted to play it more often. I mean, we've done a few streams on the channel with Final Fantasy, but that was kind of just to hang out. I wish I could do a lot more, like with like more games more often, but I can't tell you guys how it's like. My time will just fly and I'll just be tired, because like some days like I want to make videos for you guys, but I know I'm like really tired. I'm gonna like lose focus or something, or I'm gonna just feel like I'm not being as enthusiastic about it. Like I'm usually pretty always enthusiastic. I always want to make videos, but sometimes I'll be like, I'm just really tired and I need to be able to have my brain focused right then, right, for that stream or that video. So I kind of have to think about that, right? And again, I feel really blessed. I think I'm doing something that's super fun, that I'm able to make this kind of like, I'm like doing this as like a career right now, to like make a content and channel. And I know I have to do like 30 jobs myself when it comes to editing and doing my own publicity, as in like social media and all this stuff, right? It's like many jobs in one, but it's really fun and I thoroughly enjoy it because you guys are so encouraging. So it's like, and obviously I don't have the hardest job. I've had hard jobs in the past. I've been a dishwasher. I've been this. I've been a cashier. I've been a cook. You know, I've done a lot of jobs that just take so much time, and like at a fast food, right? That kind of stuff. I understand those ones. And then of course there's jobs that are even harder, right? Like, you know, you're working on like some oil rig out in the middle of the ocean or something. Like, I see why they get paid a lot, right? Because that's a dangerous job. But again, I feel like I'm right where I should be though, and I wasn't expecting to originally to start a channel on YouTube. I never really thought this would be something I'd be doing right now. But I'm really happy that I was like, didn't know it was coming, and that I love it. So, you know, that's God sometimes, you know, kind of closes the door, opens the window kind of thing. Again, as much as we all were annoyed about the COVID stuff, and it was terrible what happened with all that, it did kind of give the bonk, as in I had nothing to do, and then it was like the idea came in my head. I credit God with that idea sometimes because it came out of nowhere. It's like, play Lord of the Rings Online, do a YouTube channel, do voiceovers. I was like, oh, okay, like, that sounds fun. And then the next day I started it. So that's kind of cool. kind of cool that, something good came out of bad, the channel, for me, and hopefully for you guys. I know you guys like the channel, so that's awesome. And I try to be really real. I'm Zollin Ironshield. You know who I am. But I just plan on just keep growing the community, and I have a massive amount of wonderful Patreons already. I appreciate it. If you guys ever have the inkling or motivation or, funds, extra funds that you want to help support the channel, wonderful. If you just want to like and subscribe, which is free to support the channel, wonderful. That all is wonderful. I appreciate it a lot. It's been really, really awesome to see how fast the channel has grown in the last couple years. It's going to be the 3rd year anniversary of the channel in April, which is crazy. Is when I started it. It's still such a baby of an age, right? We're not even 3 years old, right? Like practically a baby channel when it comes to age, but it's already has so many people supporting the channel, so I appreciate it a lot. Elvin. Zollin is actually AI. Yeah, all in. I am all in, Elvin. All in on this channel. You see what I did there? Or keep people alive like me. Oh, Elvin. Oh, man. Have you used Gamer Anger? Wait. Game Range. Oh, Game Ranger. For what? And also, John Harris, let me catch up on what you guys were saying here. Correct. What John Hammer said. Half Elven get to they're basically blessed with a choice by Iluvatar and Manwë if they want to stay full elf, basically, or become mortal. Which is Arwen chooses mortality, right? Because she wants to be with Aragorn. For some reason, she had to choose that to be with him. Not quite with that totally, but and remember, Elrond technically is half Elven, and he's stayed elf. He chose to be elf, where his brother, right, Elros, right? Is that Elrond's brother? He chose to be mortal, and he was the first king of Numenor, which is kind of crazy to think about. He lived a long time still, but obviously he did die. And again, remember, in the lore of Middle-earth, there is a heaven. So, like, as much as people are like, oh, the Undying Lands. It's funny because the Undying Lands is amazing. It's like a really perfect place in Middle-earth. But at the same time, there is an actual heaven in Middle-earth, too. Like, because obviously Iluvatar gives them all spirits. He gives dwarf spirits because originally they didn't have them when they were first created by Alu, right? The smith god. Anyway, we don't need to go into that, but it's kind of interesting. There's a lot of stuff there in the story lore. I tilted the dwarf one. I think that's where it is. Yeah, exactly, Robert, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I'm very happy with what I'm working on with the channel, and I really enjoy it, and I don't feel like I'm going to get burnt out, especially if I just keep focusing on doing what I really like to do and what you guys are enjoying, but also what I really like to do on the channel. You know what I'm saying? So I keep trying to focus on, okay, what do I want to work on right now? Because sometimes I'll be like, oh, I should do this subject. And then I'm like, yeah, I don't really feel like doing that. And then I'll be like, no, I'm just going to make a LOTR tale. So I'll just like go and make that, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of important to remember, because I've heard so many stories of people who are much bigger channels than me too, how they get burnt out in certain ways. So I'm trying to like learn about that ahead of time, right? Because like I'm someone who I really like to learn from other people's mistakes instead of kind of like making them myself. Granted, I've made plenty of mistakes myself in my life, but that's, you know what I'm saying. I like to try to learn from other people's mistakes. I feel like that's probably a good way for most people to do it in the world. I mean, that's also why our society is built up, right, on knowledge. People learning and messing up and learning and messing up and inventing and, you know, faster and faster technology, right? Yeah, yeah, and definitely, you guys definitely join that Discord. Like, we have like 200 people in the Discord now, which is awesome, and it's been amazing. And by the way, if everyone watching this right now and later watching it, you guys liking the videos that come out, I appreciate it, and leaving the comments. Robert always leaves a comment. I appreciate Robert. But that's so important, especially liking the video when you see it. Even if you can't watch the whole video, which I totally get it. There's a lot of people I watch as content creators that I watch, and I can't watch their whole video. I run out of time, right? But I always try to throw a like on there if it's someone that I always watch a lot or things like that, because it really does help. Like, I'll see a total difference in a video that got 25 likes in the first hour versus a video got that 5. If it gets 5 likes, it gets like maybe 50 views, 100 views at the time of this stream. And if it gets like 25 likes, it might get 200 views, 300 views. It's so funny how YouTube, like, that's how it works with the algorithm stuff. But and again, even with that, like, the algorithm can be really encouraging sometimes and really demoralizing sometimes. You just gotta putt along. Just gotta keep going. That's kind of the thing with it. It's just like, and it's funny because even the biggest YouTubers give advice in the world, and they're like, we don't know what's going on. We have no idea how it works. Yeah, well, I didn't have any money to start the channel either. I've done everything from scratch, basically. I had a little bit of savings because I was a cook. I actually worked at Chick-fil-A. I was the cook at a Chick-fil-A that opened for the first year and a half it was open. And then before that, I was actually working as a bookseller. I did cashier stuff. I did books. I did a lot of jobs, but I worked at a Barnes & Noble, which was quite fun. I have a lot of respect for the Barnes & Noble company. New guy bought it over. He's doing a really good job with it now. It was having troubles for a while, but he got it through the COVID stuff, and the actual stores are really nice now. But that kind of helped him to have some savings. And also a lot of our family kind of live in the same place, which kind of helps because we all kind of help each other. And that's why on Sundays I usually keep that for a day to either just go to church or go with my family to have food or help my family with a project, that kind of stuff, or just get some of the other stuff done or rest. Kind of just a relaxing day. Occasionally we'll do a stream if there's some special event. I'm not against doing something on Sunday, but usually I don't do streams on Sunday. I'll just throw a video out or something. Like, schedule a video to release. But yeah, anyway, my friends, this has been fun to hang out. I'm sorry we didn't do more here at the end. We just kind of were talking, but hopefully you still enjoyed. Sometimes it's kind of fun to kind of update you guys and talk about fun things and just thank you guys for your support and just kind of give you like what's going on in life because it's a stream. That's why you guys are here, right? You want to talk to me directly within seconds of that message going between the internet across the world. It's crazy to me, dude. So like if you're in Europe watching right now and it's live, it's like the signal's like going out of the house, right? Into the freaking super fast line, going into the system, like flies out literally the speed of light because now we have fiber optic cables, and then shoots under the freaking Atlantic Ocean, right? It jumps into Europe, goes to some server there, goes all the way to your house, however you get your internet, right? And of course, if you're using satellite or something on your phone, now you got a signal coming from a tower or coming from a satellite in space, and it all happens in like 5-10 seconds. It's like, that's crazy. Like, I mean, I've even born in that age. I'm not that old, and it's still to me crazy. And obviously, internet was invented. I'm in California, United States. So this is where it was invented, the internet. But it's still crazy. But anyway, yeah, guys. Well, again, anyone have any questions for me before I kind of head out here? That was really fun. And again, by the way, I don't know if they're still here, but thanks to John Hammer and also Bell for leading the kinship thing today. It was really, really fun to kind of see the awesome battle with the Belrog. That was pretty cool. Now, granted, we destroyed him because we are a little high level, but later in the future, it's something to look forward to as our kinship group, is that we will try to do that together at right level, at max level, when we have enough people to do it, because we need 12 people and we need to have some healers, some damage, that kind of stuff. So in fact, this the next few days and this next week, I want to try to get more LOTRO adventure videos made because I want to try to hit max level. So I'm going to do that while I make videos. So that's my goal, at least. I know, it's so funny. I looked and I actually got a lot of videos out this last week, but I felt like I hadn't. I felt like, man, I need to do more. I need to do more. And I'm not getting enough done. You know, I feel like I'm just constantly doing stuff, right? Because it takes so many hours to edit things and then wait for it to edit and then upload it and then, you know, make another video. And when it's doing editing, I can't do anything with my computer really for that like 40 minutes for every video because it takes a lot of its processing power. It's not really relevant. It makes it slower if you do other things. And then I realized, I looked back at my videos from the last 2 weeks. I'm like, oh, I've let out like 7 videos. It's a lot of videos. But like, I'm at the same point too. I want to put out certain videos. Like I want to put out, you know, like, oh, I want more LOTRO Tale videos out. I want more LOTRO Guide videos out. I want more of this video out. I want to do more Return to Moria. But it's like, so many things I can't really keep up right now. So I'm doing my best. But I think we've got a lot of content though. So that's good. I appreciate it, and for your support, guys. Yep, I will see you guys. Thanks to my Patreons for their support again. Means a lot. And again, thanks to anyone who hops in. You get some extra perks and bonuses. If you guys are ever curious about that, again, no obligation, please. But if you do want to support with like the cheap one, I think it's like $5 a month or something. You could also do the YouTube membership, but Patreon takes less from me, the content creator. So I prefer to use that, but you can also do the membership. I have a basic membership on YouTube. But if you look at the Patreon, each of the Patreon levels has a little story. So even if you're not going to like do any of the high ones, you can read them all. They're kind of fun. I did a bunch of work on those. They're like different Dwarven levels. That's why they're like, you know, Royal Guard, and you get the point. But anyway, thanks to them for their support. I appreciate it. And again, for Brian being a Royal Guard there. Even though technically Royal Guard, I shout it out every video, but Brian told me he doesn't want to be shout out every video, so get it shout out this stream though. So I appreciate that. So anyway, bye you guys. Thanks Rover. Bye Pirate. See you Patriot. Elvin, Robert. Elvin, I called your name out. Just kidding. You'll get that. You'll get that joke. All right, guys. You have a great day in Middle Earth. I'll see you all the next episodes of Voice of the Ring. Stay happy. Bye, Bean. All right. Yeah, it was a fun stream. Thanks so much, guys. I appreciate your support, and hopefully you all had fun today, and I will have more stuff coming soon. So, Barukazat Kuzat, I menu. Stay happy, and I'll see you in the next episodes of Voice of the Rings, and videos, and streams. See ya.